This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Tuesday, the 8th of April. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather nice and calm today, but tonight a freeze warning for the northern counties of the state. And maybe a thunderstorm Thursday evening, maybe. Now let's take a look at the situation this afternoon. This is the National Radar Composite. Nice, quiet, calm weather. Very dry air mass in place here across the Deep South. And it feels pretty good. Temperatures are below average. We ought to be up in the low to mid 70s this time of the year. We've got 50s in some North Alabama communities. Cullman 55, Haleyville 58, Huntsville 55, 60s elsewhere. We have upper 60s for Montgomery, Dothan, and Mobile. But tonight, once the sun goes down, the wind goes totally calm, and that's going to set the stage for good radiational cooling. And accordingly, we have a freeze warning in effect for the counties in blue on that map. Counties as far south as Lamar, Fayette, Walker, Jefferson, Shelby, Talladega, Clay, Randolph. And we might see a few spots below freezing just south of there as well. And around the nation, all the dark blue there, those are all freeze warnings in effect. So no severe storms today. How about that? We'll take the break. Same thing tomorrow. And then, curiously, on day 3, which is Thursday, SPC has introduced this very low-end marginal risk, level 1 out of 5, for about the northern half of Alabama, the dark green on that map. And we'll take a look at the situation shortly. We really are not that concerned with severe weather here. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days, and just not much. And again, we'll see scattered showers and storms late Thursday night, maybe a few little sprinkles on Friday, but just not a lot of rain here for the next 7 days. The pattern nice and quiet. So the headline is the freeze warning tonight. This is the high-resolution HER model fans, valid tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. And understand, the numbers won't come out exactly like this. Literally in one neighborhood, you could go from house to house and have different low temperatures because of minor variations in wind and elevation. But on a radiational cooling night, the colder spots will be in the low valleys, protected areas. The ridges will be warmer as an inversion sets up. The cold air tends to sink when there's no wind. So colder spots in those valleys could see upper 20s. The ridges probably upper 30s. So there's going to be a big range from house to house, but I do think the frost will be widespread. A lot of frost tomorrow morning. And some spots will see a freeze over the northern counties of the state. So again, growers, do what you need to do. But I do believe this will be the last widespread frost and freeze event of the season. Next time we have something like this will probably be in maybe late October or November. Let's look at tomorrow. Here's the GFS, the 12Z run, 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. A northwest flow aloft and a very dry air mass. After lows in the 30s. High should be in the upper 60s and low 70s. So Thursday, a front will be approaching from the north. Temperatures get up in the 70s, and it's going to be a pretty dry air mass. Moisture really, really limited. This is the high-resolution NAM, the North American Mesoscale model. This is valid Thursday evening at 6 o'clock local time. And you can see a few little pockets of showers and storms about, but many places will probably see no rain at all. So let's, just for the fun of it, look at the severe weather parameters. And the air will be modestly unstable in advance of the front. And mainly this is because of colder air aloft. Those surface-based capes are, in some spots, almost up to 1,000 joules, but mostly underneath that. This is the storm relative helicity, and there's just no really wind dynamics involved here. That's just nothing, and the STP is basically nothing. So, again, we could certainly see a thunderstorm. There could be some thunder Thursday evening, but the severe weather possibilities just don't look that extensive at this point. But as always, it's April. We'll watch the radar trends carefully. And then Friday, the surface front is down to the south, and the weather turns cooler again. And with the upper trough, there might be a few sprinkles or little isolated showers Friday over the northern half of the state. So Friday, cloudy at times, maybe a few spotty showers for North Alabama. Highs go back in the 60s. But the weekend looks good. This is Saturday. We start the day in the 40s. The high will be in the 60s. This is Sunday. Again, we start the day in the 40s. The high will be in the 70s. The sky should be mostly sunny both days. So a nice weekend. And I will say, we've got lows in the 40s. Saturday and Sunday morning, there might be a couple of colder spots reaching the upper 30s, but most spots will stay above 40 over the weekend. Monday, we're still dry, low 80s. And then a week from today, this is Tuesday, the 15th of April, got a pretty good trough to the north. And we're still dry, maybe slightly cooler. Highs go back in the 70s, but again, things look nice and quiet. Let's keep going 10 days out. This is Friday of next week, April 18th. Ridge in the west, downstream trough over the Midwest, and evidence a front could push a batch of showers in here toward the end of next week. So at this point, most of next week looking dry, maybe a few showers out there toward the end of the week. Rain for Birmingham, European Ensemble. The mean a little over 1 inch, and that's not that much for April. That's a pretty dry look for considering climatology and the time of the year. That's valid through April the 23rd. Temperatures coming off the National Blend of Models. Kind of a roller coaster ride here. We've got 69 tomorrow, 75 on Thursday, then back in the 60s for Friday and Saturday. 70 Sunday, 82 Monday, and then 75 to 80 for the rest of next week. And again, the coldest morning is tomorrow morning. And again, this is for Birmingham. You've got 37 in the city from the National Blend of Models. And again, many of the outlying areas away from the urban heat island will see lows in the low and mid 30s. And there might be some upper 20s in colder pockets. And hey, just in. Latest long-range guidance. This is for April 16th through April 27th. Temperatures near average. This all works out. Hey, roll that Children's of Alabama Kid Cam. Couple of stops today. Stop number 1, Lynn Fanning Elementary School up in Meridianville, northern Madison County. Got a big group of kindergarten students in the lunchroom. I like it. Now, let me tell you what, these kids absolutely love to talk about and learn about weather. We talked about thunderstorms, the fact that they're not bad. They're a vital part of the water cycle. We need them. Never a reason to be afraid of storms. Talked about different types of clouds, how we forecast the weather, but that's a great school with great teachers. Had a really good time today. They were great listeners and great learners. And then stop number 2, how about the 5th grade? Good Hope Elementary School, home of the Raiders up in Coleman County. Absolutely love it. They can soak up the science. And let me tell you what, this cake is pretty remarkable. Wow. The detail on that cake is absolutely amazing. That's incredible. But we did some storm spotting. Listen, 5th graders can be good storm spotters. Talked about the science of meteorology. Did thunderstorms, tornadoes, winter storms, and much more. Had a fun time today with those 5th graders. So again, thanks a lot to all of these great students at both Good Hope Elementary School in Coleman County and Lynn Fanning Elementary School up in Madison County. So here's the situation for the rest of the week. Going to be in Pell City on Thursday, Walter Kennedy Elementary School. And then after that, the little ones at the Hunter Street Baptist Church pre-K program. Friday, I'm going to Slap Out, Holtville Middle School, Elmore County. And that'll be a whole lot of fun. And again, no book signing this Saturday. I do believe we'll be back out on the road on the 19th, on Saturday the 19th. And of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, right across the hall in Studio A, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.